I'm speaking to a group of people who've been going through a powerful transformation. I just heard a mighty transformation. I'm speaking to a group of earth angels. Group 7 might resonate with you. That's what I just heard. And Spirit wants me to bring you a message today. You've been reawakening to who you are, dragon. That's what I just heard. Yes. You not only have a connection to the dragons, but you are a dragon. You see, the channel that I received is that you're a viper. Many people, they attach this negative connotation to snakes. But Spirit said, I'm speaking to a viper. Let me explain. You see, when I heard this viper, I had to go and look it up online. And when I looked it up online, this is what I saw. Now, the part that stood out to me is when it said that you're the type of person or viper that waits for your prey. You see, it's giving cunning, it's giving calculated, it's giving a trap, right? So you don't hunt like other predators. In fact, you might not even appear to be a predator at all. That's what makes you so dangerous. Spirit said they hid you in plain sight. I'm hearing spiritual assassin. Yeah, I literally just heard Kill Bill. And as I always say, if there's any feds watching this, we're not talking about literal, we're talking about spiritually. I'm talking to a group of demon slayers, vampire hunters. Spirit said this whole time, here you were thinking that you were being bullied, right? When you were actually the big dog the whole time. You see, Spirit said, I'm speaking to souls that are so powerful that you actually learned restraint at a very young age. So there were many people that thought that they were bullying you when in fact you were being the bigger person. Because man, if you chose to let loose on these people, they would have been in trouble. I'm speaking to a big spirit. Your true nature is warrior-like. Understand that. I'm hearing it took lifetimes for you to cultivate this peace, this ability to be the bigger person. You weren't always like this. You're a predator by nature. You're a hunter. Now I'm thinking about that movie, Predator. That was you. That is you. But you've learned how to, I heard, mask it. So maybe you tone it down so that you don't seem so intimidating or aggressive to people. But I'm hearing you could chew them up. You could rip them to pieces with your words. Your tongue has power. But you've cultivated this ability to turn a blind eye. Understand, that's not weakness. You're not weak. Spirit said this is an unveiling of who you truly are. Of what you truly are. Because for too long you've been afraid because people were afraid of you. I'm hearing that this started at a very early age. There were people that would poke at the bear. They actually knew that you were a big spirit. They always knew it. They were literally poking at the bear. But this power that you have of restraint, don't underestimate that. Because you could easily lose it. You could easily turn to chaos. And there have been times where you have. We weren't always enlightened. You have the ability to create towers and to burn them down. Because you're a dragon. Once again, you learned how to be peaceful, and Spirit said this whole time you've been learning how to wield your power. Because once again, there were lifetimes where you lost control. You are a very powerful being. So you've been in training. I just heard train the dragons. So if you guys have ever saw that movie, I'm thinking about or it's called How to Train a Dragon. I'm thinking about the black dragon. It's giving black sheep of the family. That was you. Go and watch that movie. He was the scariest one of all. Nobody wanted to deal with him. But there was only one boy, and they called him the chosen one in the movie, who learned how to train this dragon, and who this dragon would even trust, because it didn't trust anybody else. And now I'm thinking about the movie Avatar. They all rode on dragons. That wasn't a mistake. You are the dragon. And now it is time for you to rise. I'm hearing Game of Thrones. You are Daenerys. Those movies were about you all the time, Viper. Spirit is saying you can no longer be afraid of your power. Because as long as you're afraid of it, you will suppress it. All of this training has taught you to be responsible, so you don't have to be afraid of stepping into it, of tapping into it. You're not going to wreak havoc. And there are people around you, understand they are spirits. We are all energy. They could feel this big energy within you. So they've been doing everything that they can to suppress that power. They're afraid of what you will do with that power because of what they would do with that power. They were projecting their fears onto you. Now I'm thinking about Superman. This was his ordeal. This too was his dilemma. He was so powerful, yet he only wanted to use it for good. But the people, they felt inferior. And so they projected onto him. No one man should have all that power. We have to cage him. We have to find a way to control it. It was their fears that they were projecting onto you. You were never going to wreak havoc in these people's lives. The souls I'm speaking to, you only wanted to be loved and accepted and appreciated. And because people couldn't tame you, they chose to shame you. They chose to reframe you and paint this picture of you based on their own projections and fears. So Spirit said, it's time to unleash the dragon. Wow. That just literally rolled off my tongue. We all grew up on Cisco. It's time to unleash the dragon. Peace and love. And I'll talk to you again soon.